I'm making the cream, and that's what I do at our farm. So we start out with the grade A amber syrup, and then we heat it. We heat it to like 242, 243, and take out more water. And then after that, we put it in a cold bath, and then we cool it to 62 degrees, so it looks like taffy. And then I have a machine inside, and it stirs it for me. And depending on the syrup and the humidity and so on and so forth, within a half an hour or so, it will make cream. Yeah. So basically, that's what I do at the warehouse. We can tap up to, I would say, 2,000. So this year we did not tap. We had, with 10 employees, we had 8 of us out with the flu, off and on, for 2 weeks. And then we had our barn structure, our roof caved in. So we were busy with that, and we couldn't get anybody out there. It takes us 2 weeks about 2 weeks to get all tapped and ready to go. 40 gallons to make 1 gallon of syrup, because it's like 2 or 3%, sugar. So it's a lot of boiling to make 1 gallon of syrup. So far, it's been pretty good for everybody, and they're making. And in our line of business, light amber is gold. It's premium. So and people are doing really well, actually quite well. So we're excited about that. At the beginning of the year, we make lighter. It's the way that trees produce. It's a lighter sap, lighter syrup, whatever you want to say. And then with humidity and so on and so forth, you can make light in the morning and then dark, and then you can make light later. It's just like farming, you don't know sometimes. But later in the season it gets darker. The trees start to bud, and then it gets flavored, and you can smell. And you're done. When it gets sour smelling, you're done. Which, average April, 1st of April is about this, But if it gets up to the 70s, 60s and 70s for 2 or 3 days, coming up here, it would make things pretty hard. So some years, we've gone from a couple of runs, what we call it, and then we're done. So it just depends. If it goes from winter to summer, there's no spring. Do you understand that? From winter to 70 degrees, we have no syrup season. So, well, the tubing, we want things faster, and we want things easier. So it's pumped right into our sugar house. And in our situation, we're getting a little older, and it's harder to hold the buckets. And it's just easier, but it does take longer to set up. And you definitely, if you have buckets, you definitely have to have staff. You have to have family to get out there and get your 2,000 buckets, and that's a couple times a day sometimes. So.